Hey guys, so here we are with The X-Files, Season 1, Episode 4. And in the last episode, I would have to say that the last episode, which all of these, again, are previously recorded. Well, the first season is previously recorded. But, so the last episode, at this point of me watching it, was one of my favorite ones. It was so good, like the creepy aspect to it, and there were so many connections that I made with it with other things that I've seen. And the eyes, his eyes were the creepiest freaking thing. Like it was so freaking creepy. I think the creepiest color of like eyes that you can have are like yellow, like that yellow that he had. Man. That was one insane episode, but yeah. But anyway, if you want to check out this episode, any of the episodes for season 1 so far, or get early access for anything else that I do, please feel free to check out my Patreon and the link in the description below. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this episode. Okay, so some of them are in a camper and then the other ones are outside. I've camped in a camper before, but I've never tent camped. And I wanted to do that. And a cabin camped. I always wanted a tent camp, but... The thing is I've got bad hips. So if I did tent camp, then I would need to bring like an air mattress. So what's happening to the people out on the dirt? Watch them not experience anything at all. Oh wait, they're screaming. Okay. Shit. She just so happens to find an oven mitt on the floor. Did she end up getting beamed up? You know what's funny is that we're watching this right after they had that whistleblower talk about the fact that the government was like keeping secrets about aliens and shit.
An X-File?
Samantha Mulder. That his sister, or... Yep.
She was his sister. She disappeared 21 years ago. He was
I guess he did tell her
12 and she was 8. He claims
Oh, that's
that
right, he did. Whenever they were in the
when it
motel
happened.
room, I think that was like first episode.
He recalls a bright light outside the window
and
a presence in the room.
Now read me the names of those Girl Scouts from 1967.
Lisa Terrell, Bonnie Winston, Doreen McAllister, Darlene Moore.
It's the same Darlene Morris.
So Darlene Morris was a Girl Scout when she took the photo of the alien ship or whatever. And then her daughter was the one that was taken.
Some days I can't even get
His
myself
personal
up out of
stuff
bed.
may interfere with this investigation.
And Kevin has been
Either
acting
that or
so
help it.
strange. I don't know what to do anymore. I just want her back again. Charles had nothing to do with this.
How can you be so sure?
Because I know what happened.
Aliens.
It's just like it was before.
Summer of 1967, the Girl Scout troop.
They took her, didn't they, Mr. Mulder?
His personal stuff.
You said that Kevin was there the night it happened?
He didn't see anything. He was asleep.
Do you think I might talk to him anyway? Thanks.
I don't think he was asleep. He might just be freaked out.
You know, I've told the story
He
so
doesn't
many
wanna say
times
anything.
now. Go to the newspapers and the police. And every time I tell it, people get this look in their eye. Just like the look that you've got right now.
That says she's crazy.
Your mom tells me you've been having nightmares.
I guess so.
You want to tell me about them?
No.
All right. What are you doing?
Weird. Was that binary? What is that? What's that called?
You making something? Can I take a look at it?
The association of
Thanks.
ones and zeros make letters.
It's coming from there.
What is this, like the poltergeist?
The TV?
Don't they say something to do with like staticky TV is like some sort of like portal or whatever?
I don't know what it is. Maybe a binary sequence of some kind.
It is binary.
Could be anything. Could be nothing.
It's right. I just couldn't
I
remember
know
what
you're
it was
busy.
called.
Look, I know a friend who knows a friend who knows a friend who can get you a ticket to a Redskins game.
But it was just a matter of time before
Before what?
something bad happened to her. And if Darlene needs to make up crazy stories to get past that, fine. But don't tell me to treat it as the truth. I'm not going to waste my time.
Piece of shit. I wonder if that's one of her friends or something. One of Ruby's friends. She looks young enough to be something like that.
And she liked to hang out with you?
Guess we had some times.
Like the night she disappeared?
It was Greg. She was supposed to see him that night.
Greg.
Who's Greg?
Her boyfriend, Greg Randall. Supposed to meet up at the lake. They had stuff to talk about.
What kind of stuff?
Greg got Ruby pregnant.
Ooh,
I don't know, whatever. She got
shit.
herself pregnant.
Park cars.
Do you know what
and
they
she
were
was
planning to
throwing
do
up.
about it?
Gonna leave town. All he ever did since we met him was pour beer. At the Pennsylvania pub.
So he's a bartender. I'm sorry, but they look. they look so much like narcs. Going into like this like biker bar type of situation.
Excuse me. You know where we can find Greg Randall?
Who's asking?
Surely that's not Greg. He needs to be careful keeping that
Hey, that's a nice tattoo. What is that?
information.
What's it look like?
Flying saucer. You don't really believe in that stuff, do you?
I take it you don't? You should ride with you sometime. You might see some things that'll change your mind.
Oh,
Get a killer sunburn in the middle of the night.
that's crazy looking. Is that Mulder? Where's your gun? Get your gun.
Where's Mulder?
What?
They think the boy may be a threat to national security.
Come on. How can an
He's a little
8-year-old boy
boy.
who can barely multiply be a threat to national security?
Mm-hmm.
People call me paranoid.
Well, how did Kevin obtain top secret information? I mean, where do you think he got it from?
Does she really even have to ask? Oh, that's so messed up. Like, you can't... It's a little kid. You can't be gentle with his shit. Like, you're gonna fucking traumatize this kid for the rest of his life because of that.
Be okay, baby. Don't worry.
Get in the car, please.
It'll be all right, baby.
Watch your head, please.
I'm pretty sure you can't separate a child from his parent like that. One that's, like, underage. I know he's a threat to national security, but can't do that.
You guys do really delicate work. Let's get this to cryptography. Think we got what we needed? Thank you.
Scully shouldn't have said anything. I get what kind of position she was put in, but she shouldn't have said anything. And sniff it. Yep. I don't know why that's a thing. Like, people always have to sniff it.
Mainframe in Washington.
So it was just a random set of ones and zeros?
On the contrary, there was nothing random about it.
I don't understand.
All information can be rendered digitally in a series of ones and zeros. When we downloaded the data, we found an amazing range of, well, see for yourself. Da Vinci's Universal Man.
Is that a map?
A few notes here, a few notes there. Some lines from the Quran, a Shakespearean sonnet.
Almost like someone's switching channels, huh?
From, like, the TV? Like, is that what he means? Like, switching channels, and then they had the TV, like, shh thing? I'm sorry, if I was the mom, I would
Morris, please give me a minute to
ass.
explain.
A conduit.
A link or a connection to whoever or whatever took Ruby that night.
But how?
If there was an abduction, it's likely that Kevin was touched in some way.
Could it be
Mulder, I
because
know what
Ruby
you're
was
thinking.
pregnant?
Meaning anybody could have come out of the forest to grab her?
Have you noticed the tree line?
That's really pretty. That view.
Evidence of extreme heat.
Or an electrical storm?
That's true.
What's that?
Something was out here, Scully. Something hot enough to turn sand into glass, to singe those trees, and to blister the roof of that camper.
But not enough to, like, burn them alive? Is that a wolf? Look. It doesn't even want to go in that area. It, like, goes right up to it, but stopped. Weird. It's a whole bunch of wolves. Well, something's obviously buried right there, but what is it? Is it a person?
It's a grave.
Yeah.
Shallow by the smell of it.
It's either that or the boyfriend. It's either the daughter or the boyfriend,
Mulder,
because
what
the
are you
boyfriend's
doing?
also missing. If I were him, I'd be
Mulder,
wearing
you are
gloves.
disturbing a crime scene.
Yeah, that's what I would. Well,
Stop!
What if it's her?
it's gonna be the boyfriend, I bet.
No. Fine.
Looks like a male Caucasian.
Probably the boyfriend.
Victim's name was Greg Randall.
Yep. That's what I said.
Ruby's boyfriend.
Ruby had a lot of boyfriends.
Before you put that away, can I take a look at it?
Go right ahead.
Really? What was the whole point of you using it to scratch your chin? Oh, it's the same. It's the girl with who wrote the note.
Well, Doc Fowler's a buddy of mine. Delivered both my kids. I can find out who had that appointment.
So he was a what, gynecologist? Or someone for like an abortion?
Have a seat, Tessa.
Well, no, because he said that he delivered kids, so.
We know that you had the appointment with Dr. Fowler on August 7th. We know that
So
you're the
she
one
was
that's
the one that was
pregnant,
pregnant.
not Ruby.
You don't know nothing, do you? So what if he was the father?
This is very serious. Do you understand how serious this is?
Obstructing governmental
Now,
operations.
you've waived the right to an attorney. So if you lie to us here today, you could be charged with perjury.
What was she doing right before she died, Tessa? Was she pleading for her life? Was she running away?
I didn't kill her.
Where's she buried, Tessa?
I
He
don't
didn't say
know.
anything.
You don't know
about
where
Greg.
you buried her, Tessa?
I didn't kill her.
You didn't.
She wasn't even there that night.
Well, how would you know that, Tessa?
If you weren't
If you
there.
weren't there yourself.
We have a confession to one murder, and we have a statement which speaks to the intent to commit another. It's over, Mulder. It's time to go home and turn this over to
So
local
did
law
she confess to
enforcement.
killing
I
Greg?
can't do that.
Mulder, stop! Stop running after your sister.
Hello?
They're not gonna be home, are they?
Morris?
Found more binary. Oh, damn. Well, they just left. They take the camper? Why would she leave tea on if they were to voluntarily leave?
What does it mean?
I don't know.
I can't remember if we saw the camper in the driveway whenever they pulled up. Oh, you know what? We saw them in the house first. We didn't even see the outside.
What is
a
it?
Picture?
Just come up here.
Different point of view. It shows a picture.
It's her.
Ruby.
It's Ruby.
So I wonder if Ruby's connecting to him through the TV. Like the poltergeist.
Scully.
The camper. So what came first, the poltergeist movie or this? I think the poltergeist movie came out first, right?
It's here. I saw it.
Where's Kevin?
I couldn't keep up with him.
Go ahead.
So what, Kevin ran off? Oh shit, bikers.
Ruby! She's unconscious, but she's still alive.
I'll get help.
Where'd she come from? She's doing very slow chest compressions.
Nurse says she's been awake for almost an hour.
Any ideas what caused the coma?
There's no sign of head trauma, no narcotic traces or electrolyte abnormalities.
Cold weather?
But her white blood cell count was sky high.
By any chance, was there an attendant reduction in the lymphocyte population or release of glucocorticoids?
You don't have to say anything.
You're right. We should wait till Ruby gets a little stronger.
Can we speak outside for a moment?
She should be encouraged to tell her story, not to keep it inside. It's important that you let her.
Important to who? I have my daughter back. I don't want any more trouble.
To him.
Besides, she can hardly remember anything.
She's gonna want to talk about it. She's gonna need to talk about it.
Like I did.
That's
Listen to
true.
me. All of my life, I have been ridiculed for speaking my mind. The truth has caused me nothing but heartache. I don't want the same thing for her.
It doesn't have to be that way for Ruby.
As far as I'm concerned,
It's hard
she
when you
spent the last month
experience
in
the
the back
same
of a Harley
thing.
Davidson.
Is that what you're gonna tell Kevin?
I'm sorry.
I just lie there in bed.
Can you see your sister?
No.
Is that a tape from when he was young, or
What did she say?
like
She's
when
calling
he was
out
older?
my name. It's telling me that no harm will come to her. And that one day she'll return.
Do you believe the voice?
Oh, that was a good episode. I like the connections between like whatever case it is and his like younger his past. God, man, I wish she would have said I wish Ruby we would have heard something, anything from her, because that would have been really cool to hear anything. So that's kind of a bummer that that we didn't get to know anything, but I can't wait until his sister either comes back or we learn more about like what happened to his sister. All right, guys. So another great one. If you will for me, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.